Dear students, now in MSc Plant Pathology, we will study the infection process in the plant. Now, what is infection? Infection is the process by which pathogen establish contact with the susceptible cell or tissue of the host, and it takes nutrients from them. इन अदर वर्ड्स वी कैन से कि इन्फेक्शन वह प्रोसेस है जिसमें कि पैथोजन अपने आप को होस्ट सेल के अंदर एस्टैब्लिश कर लेता है और वहाँ से न्यूट्रिएंट्स मटेरियल एब्जॉर्ब करके अपनी लाइफ प्रोसेसेस को आगे बढ़ाता है। और जिन होस्ट सेल्स पे वो अपने आप को एस्टैब्लिश कर लेता है वो होस्ट सेल्स ससेप्टिबल होती है। ड्यूरिंग द इन्फेक्शन पैथोजन ग्रोज मल्टीप्लाई within the plant tissues and colonize the plant to a lesser or greater extent. The pathogen, when enters in the plant, by utilizing the nutrient materials of the plant, it grows, it multiplies in the plant and develop the colony inside the plant. And the extent of colony, मतलब colony कितनी हो सकती है, depends upon the host susceptibility. It can be of lesser extent, यह कम एरिया में भी हो सकती है, and it can be of greater extent, यह ज़्यादा एरिया में भी spread out हो सकती है. Thus, we can say the invasion of plant tissue by the pathogen, then growth and then reproduction of the pathogen into the infected tissues are the two sub-stages in the disease development, and these both the stages comes under the phenomenon of infection. Infection के अंदर हम क्या पढ़ेंगे? That is the pathogen invade in the plant tissue, it grow in the plant tissue, it reproduce in the plant tissue और it colonize, अपनी कॉलोनी बना लेता है plant infected tissues में और इस तरह से वो उसके अंदर disease का development कर लेता है. But इस टाइम पे we can say that there should be favorable environmental conditions. There are so many changes in the appearance of infected plants. These are called the symptoms. We can say the time interval between inoculation and the appearance of symptoms is called the incubation period. Incubation period वो period होता है once the penetration होता है पैथोजन का होस्ट के अंदर और उसके बाद वो अपने आप को उसके अंदर एस्टैब्लिश कर लेता है फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ डिजीज़, एंड दिस इज़ कॉल्ड इंक्यूबेशन पीरियड. ड्यूरिंग द इन्फेक्शन पैथोजन रिलीज इन द होस्ट अ नंबर ऑफ बायोलॉजिकली एक्टिव सब्सटेंसेस जैसे एंजाइम्स, टॉक्सिन्स, ग्रोथ रेगुलेटर्स, जो कि उसकी होस्ट सेल के स्ट्रक्चर्स एंड फंक्शंस को, उसकी प्रोसेसेस को इन्फेक्ट करता है, उन पे इफ़ेक्ट डालता है. जब इन्फेक्शन की प्रोसेस होती है तो पैथोजन होस्ट सेल्स के अंदर कई तरह के टॉक्सिन्स, एंजाइम्स एंड मेनी अदर सब्सटेंसेस इट रिलीजेस. बहुत सारे ग्रोथ रेगुलेटर्स होते हैं जो कि होस्ट मशीनरी को, होस्ट सेल्स को और उसकी फिजियोलॉजिकल प्रोसेसेस को अफेक्ट कर लेते हैं. वी कैन अगेन से, हम हमेशा वापस कहेंगे कि द टेम्परेचर एंड द मॉइस्चर कंडीशन in the environment of the plant must favor the growth and multiplication of the pathogen. जब भी डिजीज़ का अटैक होगा तब environmental conditions जैसे कि टेम्परेचर और मॉइस्चर हमेशा फेवरेबल होनी चाहिए पैथोजन के लिए, so that it can make successful invasion into the host plant. There are many ways where the infection occur in the plant parts. Here we can say that most fungi spread into all the tissues like stems, leaves, roots, flower buds, etc. and they produce and divide inside the cell. This is called intracellular infection. Fungi क्या करती है कि प्लांट के almost all the parts में ये spread कर लेती है, just like leaves, stems, buds and even the roots, और वो सेल्स के अंदर अपने माइसीलियम ग्रो करती है. एंड इस तरह के माइसीलियम को कहते हैं हम इंट्रासेल्युलर mycelium. कुछ fungi है, they also they are the cause of vascular wilts. और जब vascular wilts शब्द हम when we use the term vascular wilts, it means there is infection in the xylem vessels of the plant. When we talk about viruses, viroids, etc., we know the property of viruses and viroids, they only survive in the living tissue. So these invades all the types of living plant cells. When we talk about the molecules and protozoa, these invade the phloem sieve tubes and the phloem parenchyma of the plant. So there is different location, generally different location or a particular location is there for a particular pathogen. Again we repeat, when we talk about the fungi, fungi can grow all the plant parts like stem, root, leaf. When we talk about vascular wilt diseases, in this condition, in vascular wilt, the pathogen grow inside the xylem. When we talk about the viruses and viroids always need living cells for the growth, and these survive there. When we talk about the molecules and protozoans, then we can say that molecules and protozoans attack the phloem sieve tubes and phloem parenchyma. Thus, these are the different places, different areas where the infection are possible. Many infections caused by the fungi, bacteria, nematodes, viruses and parasitic higher plants are local. Local means they are involved in a single cell or a few cell or small area of the plant. These infections remain localized throughout the growing season. They enlarge or not enlarge, means they are only restricted to a particular area. They may enlarge or they may not enlarge. They can grow over the plant or they are restricted to a particular locality of the plant. The pathogen from one initial point can also spread and invade most or all the susceptible cells and tissues throughout the plant. When there is a condition, when pathogen is spreading all over the plant body, all over the susceptible tissues and cells of the plant body, then we call this type of infection as systemic infection. We can say the infection could be a local or systemic. Local is the condition when the infection spreads only at a small area, either one cell or few cells, and it remain concentrated only that area. But when we talk about the systemic infection, it spreads from the initial level to all over the plant. It starts at one point and by the time passes, it spreads all over the plant. Most of the pathogens, whether producing a small spot or large infected area or necrosis, they continue to grow and branch out within the infected host, so that the same pathogen individuals spread into more and more plant tissues until the spread of infection is stopped or the plant is dead. Means the phenomenon of infection is keep going. There is no stop. It starts at one initial point. It develops a small spot. It starts from a small spot and that turned into a large infected area, general necrosis. Then it continue to grow and it branches out and it grows inside the host indefinitely all over the area, and it results in the death of plant. Thus, we can say that these pathogens invade and infect the new tissues within the plant by reproducing at a rapid rate, and they increase their number very much in the infected tissues. They multiply vigorously once they get the favorable conditions for the growth. They multiply vigorously, means they produce a number of spores there and they grow there and establish themselves there successfully. The rate of reproduction in the pathogen varies. It varies according to the kind of pathogen. They may multiply from several thousands to several hundreds to in the number of tens only. That is, the number of pathogen in per square meter area can vary, and it depends upon the susceptibility of host and the virulence of the pathogen. Millions of bacteria may be present in a single drop of infected plant sap. When we talk about the bacteria, in a single drop of sap there may be millions of bacteria. See how fast they multiply once they get the favorable environmental conditions. Viruses and viroids infect and multiply in most or all the living cells of their host. Virus infections generally is systemic and it multiplies in all the living cells of the host. Once the cell is dead, the virus can't survive there and it moves towards the living cell. When we talk about the nematodes, the nematode females lay about 300 to 500 eggs, and about half of which again produce female, and these female again lays the number of eggs. Thus the cycle continues. Nematodes females generally the number of eggs they produce are 300 to 500, and among these eggs half of them develop into the females and they again lays 300 to 500 eggs. Thus, depending upon the climate, the availability of host and the duration of each life cycle, the pathogen can produce dozens of infection spores, and these further acts as secondary inoculum during the disease cycle.